This template will show you how to insert images into your content in the back-end area of Joomla. We already have a content item open, whether it's a new one or existing one, whichever one that you're following along with. Here, we're also showing not the default image manager editor tool that comes with Joomla. I have JCE Editor installed. It's an add-on, and it's a much more user-friendly and a much more robust editor for using in developing and creating your articles in Joomla. So if this screen looks different to you and you've come off of the internet, that's why. JCE Editor, when you mouse over the buttons, as you will see, they tell you, you'll get a little window telling you what each button is for. This Insert Edit Image button is the one we'll be focusing on right now. I have all this text paste onto the page. The first thing we want to do when inserting an image into Joomla article, is to have the cursor where we want the image to go. So as I click up here at the top, the beginning of the first word, that's where I want the image to go. We're going to go in and insert an image now. So here we go. Insert, Edit Image button. Click on that. This will open up a number of folders. It shows the folders where we are, where our different pictures are that are available to us on the server, already uploaded. So let's click on Stories just to see what's in that folder here. We see the jobs and the users and some other images. Let's click on this clock image here, and we can see the details here. Once we clicked on clock, we also had some code put in the URL. That information will go into our article so that it displays properly. There's a field here, alternate text, and right now it just has the file name. If you want to put something more elaborate in there, that is something that search engines pay attention to. So let's say we sell clocks. That's a little more descriptive than just clocks. And if someone is viewing your web page and put their mouse over that image, those words will pop up in some browsers. Coming down further through these options, we see what the dimensions are. We can resize that, how it appears on the page. But we'll just leave that with its original size. Alignment. How do we want that picture to be aligned? And to give us some ideas of how it will look once we have inserted that image, we have this preview area up here. So currently, with the alignment not set, this is what that picture will look like and how the text will behave around it. If we assign it to be aligned to the left, our preview shows what it will look like. And that's a little more attractive to the eye, but you'll notice that there's no border between the picture and the right side of the picture and where the text is. We fix that by adding a bit of margin. Right now, we'll uncheck equal values because we only want to put a bit of margin on the right side. And I'm going to put in 10 for 10 pixels. That's a good, decent border. And now we go to the preview, or look at the preview area, and it's looking much better. So all that's left to do is to insert. Insert the picture, and you'll see there it is in the corner. Now let's suppose that we didn't like the way that that picture was aligned, or we wanted to edit it, or change that picture. We could click on that picture so that it's highlighted by the selection tool. You'll see the Insert Edit Image button also is highlighted. When we click on that, all the codes are there again, and now we can just go to a different picture. We'll pick Articles. Now Articles is 128 by 96 in dimension. Let's change it so that it's 100 wide, and because we have proportional checked off, as soon as I hit the Tab button on the keyboard, there'll be a new size assigned to it. And because we already have the alignment, the right border, everything is as it was with the previous image. So now we'll just go Update, and then we get that image a little bit tinier. So that's how you would insert an image or change an image. But what if the image you want to use in your article is not on the server yet? Well, we can take care of that as well. I'm going to click Elsewhere in this article. I'm going to click, say, right there randomly. Go up to the Insert Edit Image button, open it up, and now we'll pay attention to some of these buttons over here. First of all, when you're going to upload a photo, it will go to the directory that you are viewing. So right now we're viewing stories, and so a photo that we upload is going to go into this directory. But as we look and see, there's already some images there, and we want maybe to put our photo into a folder, its own folder, because there's going to be some others joining it of the same theme. So we would create a folder. This button here, New Folder. And it will create, when I click on that, it'll give me the option, the window, to type in the name of a new folder that will be created in the folder that I'm viewing. So let's do that. Click on that. I'm going to name it Test Folder. I'm not going to use a space, but I like folder names to just be all jammed together like that. It makes it less cluttered if you're working directly on the server. So Test Folder, click OK. We wait for a second, and now there it is. Now let's click on Test Folder, go into it. It's empty, there's no files, of course, because we haven't uploaded anything, but let's do that now. This button here, the Upload button, when you click it, gives you this window here, and you'll see that you have some options. First of all, the Add option. We're going to add a picture to the queue to be uploaded. So I have some pictures on here. I'm going to select Bike Wildlife and say Open, and there you go. It's there and it's waiting to be uploaded. If you want to have your picture a certain width or a certain height, at this point you can resize it while after it's uploaded, just by turning on this resize button and selecting the width that you want. Right here you'll see that there's a little chain there. It shows that the proportions are locked in. I think you can actually break that and force it to take on the new dimensions you put in. Well, I keep it together so that it doesn't get all out of shape and wonky with the dimensions. The quality that you want the picture to be resized to. So I'm going to change this picture so that it is 500 pixels wide. And as soon as I hit tab, it changed to 375. I don't need to rotate it. I'm not going to do a thumbnail. Those are all advanced things. We'll cover that in another tutorial. But now I've got this one picture, bikewildlife.jpg, all queued up and ready to go. So I just have to click this upload button. I click upload and I get the green check mark, and I know that it's there. Some versions of JCE, this close button actually says, what does it actually say? Cancel, which is a little counterintuitive, but this version has been corrected and shows the word close. So when we close that upload window, we then see that our picture, bikewildlife.jpg, is now on the server available for us in the test folder. And you can see the current directory is Stories Test Folder. So now all we have to do is click on Bike Wildlife. And look, you'll see that it's 500 by 304. That's the dimensions that it was resized to. I'll change the alternate text. This is a bike and some wildlife. If I worked at it, I'd come up with much better text to be used for search engines. Anyways, next we'll go to alignment. It's not set. Let's make it right. And up here we'll see that it's right aligned, and I'm going to give it some margin on the left hand side of that just in case any words touch it. Make it 10, and now all that's left is to insert it. And as I scroll down, you'll see now that image has been inserted. I notice a couple of things right off. The text is too close to the top, and that was something we didn't have to worry about with this image because it was at the top. So I'm going to click on that picture, and I'm going to go back up to the Insert Edit Image, and I'm going to add some margin to the top, a margin of 10. And I guess I better put some margin at the bottom as well. There, let's see what's going on here. Top. Don't need it on the right, bottom, and left. Good. And we'll leave everything the same, update it, and now it wraps better. Now this ugly white space here is just because I have used this as a test over and again, and test doesn't fit in there. If I were to add some random characters, you'll see that it would wrap better. So normal text is going to look better. The whole purpose of this is just to see how to use the pictures and insert them. So that's how to manage pictures in your Joomla articles, how to upload them, and how to manipulate their size a little bit. Thank you for listening.